if you could talk through a little bit about the tactics that you use, that are used by the anti-choice. I think although we have different sort of legal framework and setup, the antis seem to be quite similar. The strategies that they use are similar here, like delaying and implying women don't know how to make decisions. So can you just talk through the sort of strategies that they use and that you have to legislate against?
Right. So a number of states, have passed numerous restrictions on access to abortion. The U.S. is this strange system of states having their own laws, but then also having the federal constitution, which the Supreme Court has said guarantees the right to abortion in a case, Roe versus Wade from 1973. But that the limits of abortion access have been tested through the courts over the years, stemming from state restrictions on access to abortion. And so we've seen so many tactics over the year. I mean, really since Roe versus Wade was decided, the other side has tried to chip away at the right and try to push abortion out of reach. Right away we saw legislation at the federal level to eliminate coverage for abortion for low-income individuals, and the Supreme Court upheld that restriction. So if you are low income in the United States and have Medicaid as your insurance company, then you don't have coverage for abortion. And then, a number of other state restrictions like mandatory waiting periods, whether it's 24, 72 hours from the time you first get information about abortion to the time you can have the abortion, parental consent or notification laws, limits in terms of when in pregnancy abortion is permitted, and that varies from state to state. We've also seen attempts to close clinics from bogus regulations about how the clinic has to be staffed with certain board certified physicians, or why the hallways have to be, things like that. And now we're seeing just outright attempts to ban abortion. A number of states passed bans, either outright banning abortion to try to test Roe versus Wade, or at the earliest stages of pregnancy, like 6 weeks. So the other side is betting that the Supreme Court has changed enough that perhaps they could overturn Roe versus Wade. Like the anti-abortion movement here has an actual playbook of model legislation that they want to see passed, and they work with lawmakers in the states. And that's why so many of our cases it's like Groundhog's Day, because they are copycat bills. So, one state decides to have a 24-hour waiting period. Well, another state's going to do it too. And then, a couple years later, they're going to increase that to 48 hours. And it's all part of a very coordinated, well-funded campaign.